Good evening, everyone. As promised, I say I will be back one more time to teach the rules of the wealthy. And like my title said, are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Again, are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? So if that's you, I need you to listen to this video. If you know someone that is living paycheck to paycheck, I need you to get them on this video because I'm going to teach the rules of the wealthy to let people know how they can stop living paycheck to paycheck. So be sure to share this video. Get ready. I'm about to bring it. I really enjoy teaching these wealth creation strategies that myEcon has to offer. And I'm telling you, I have the solution if you're listening. So if you are listening, get ready, get ready, get ready. I'm getting ready to teach the rules of the wealthy. So make sure you share this video. Give me some thumbs ups, give me some hearts, because I'm about to bring you some powerful information. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I see everyone starting to come on. Come on, come on, come on. You're all welcome. Make sure you grab yourself a piece of paper, take some notes, because I am going to share the rules of the wealthy. So if you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, if you're tired of living paycheck to Monday, I got the solution, and it's through a company called myEcon, and I'm very excited to get ready to share this information. So I'm going to give it about 10 more seconds, then I'm going to go ahead and dive right into the information. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Keep on coming, keep on coming. I see everyone starting to chime in. Share this video, share this video, share this video. I'm telling you, if you know someone that's living paycheck to paycheck, share it so that they can get this information to get teamed up with you, because I'm going to direct everyone back to the person who invited them to this video to get signed up. It's not about me, it's about you all. So share this video, share this video, share this video, so that you can really learn the rules of the wealthy. So 5 more seconds, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm giving you some time to share the video and to be sure to grab yourself a piece of paper and a pen. Like I said earlier, note takers are money makers. So if you want to be a money maker, you definitely want to be a great note taker. So let me go ahead and dive right into my message. Ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, my name is Keith Tucker, and I'm part of a phenomenal company called myEcon that has literally changed my life. Not only has it changed my life, it changed my thought pattern on how I thought about money. Let me give you a quick overview and testimony of how myEcon has literally changed my life. Before myEcon, I was struggling paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have a solution. I didn't have an emergency fund. My emergency fund, believe it or not, before myEcon was my credit cards. That was my emergency fund. But the bad thing about that was when I used my credit card, by the time I paid the minimum payment, I was charging it right back up again. So that was my emergency fund. That was my thought pattern before myEcon. I had over $100,000 of debt, and it was costing me $2,400 a month to pay for that debt. So you can tell I was struggling big time. And then I was on the football field. I met a phenomenal gentleman by the name of DeAndre Bowens and his lovely wife, Miss Carla Bowens. And they actually taught me some strategies I'm going to teach you tonight that literally helped me eliminate over $100,000 of debt in 1 year. That freed up $2,400 a month that goes into my investment portfolio. Then they showed me that my credit cards no longer need to be my emergency fund. So I went and opened up my emergency fund, and so that I don't have to worry about my credit cards being my emergency fund. So I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this myEcon opportunity has changed my life. And not only that, it has helped me cash flow over $500,000. So I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect opportunity for you. So let me tell you about myEcon. myEcon is a 13-year-old company. That's a great thing, because we're not one of those startup companies that's here today, gone tomorrow. myEcon is debt-free. We were debt-free from day one, and ladies and gentlemen, we are debt-free today. So that lets you know you're getting involved with a solid company. Because if you look at why most traditional businesses fail, the number one reason is debt. Well, you have nothing to worry about with that with myEcon because we're totally debt free. And we have helped our associates cash flow over $400 million. So myEcon is a game changer, ladies and gentlemen, and this is why you need to get involved. Now, myEcon's mission is simple but very powerful at the same time. And our mission in myEcon is to empower people to attain personal financial success. Now, I know that everyone on this live video has their own personal definition of what personal financial success is to them. But for us to be on the same page, myEcon's definition is simply having enough cash flow to support one's chosen lifestyle. Let me put it to you this way. There are two basic objectives that everyone's trying to accomplish every single day when they wake up. Think about this. The first objective is you're trying to go to a job or a business to earn enough income to provide for your current lifestyle. Think about it. The food that you eat, the clothes that you wear, the house that you live in, all that has to be paid for some way, and most people do that through a job or a business. That's for their current lifestyle. The second objective you're trying to accomplish is while you're working that job, you're trying to simultaneously put enough money in some type of asset or investment so that one day your money works for you instead of you always working for the money. Now, those assets could be real estate, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, IRAs, annuities, or any other financial vehicle that allows your money to work for you instead of you working for the money. Now, unfortunately, a lot of folks are under the assumption that when they retire, their Social Security is going to take care of them. But I know a lot of people that's collecting a Social Security check and still struggle to make ends meet. So instead of having Social Security, a lot of people have a lot of social insecurity because Social Security does not work no more. And then other people think that their pensions is going to take care of them. They say, you know what? I've been saving money in my pension plan. I got a 401k. I got enough money there so that when I retire, I'm going to be okay. But how many people you know that been working a job, have a 401k, retire, and then have to go back and get another job? Because the 401k is not enough. See, many people work what we call a 40-40-40 life. Work 40 hours a week for 40 years, that's age 25 to 65, just to end up with 40% of their income at retirement. Now think about this for a second. If you're struggling right now off 100% of your income, how in the world will you make it off of 40% at retirement? That is why you see so many people work a job, retire, and then come back and work another job. So we already just realized that our pensions are not going to work, our 401k is not going to work, and Social Security is definitely not going to work. Now, unfortunately, many people are not meeting their two objectives because there are 4 challenges that are stopping them from meeting those objectives. These 4 challenges are huge because they're keeping so many people in financial bondage. We got to figure a way to get over these 4 challenges. So let me tell you what the 4 challenges are that are keeping you in financial bondage. Challenge number 1 is inflation. We call inflation the silent killer. See, inflation is hurting people, but most people don't see it hurting them because inflation creeps up on you. A good example of inflation is if I make $7 an hour in 1990 and I make $14 an hour now, the truth of the matter is I still make $7 an hour. Because even though my paycheck went up, so did food, so did clothes, so did housing. So my paycheck went up an inch when inflation went up a foot. You'll never get ahead if you don't do anything to outpace inflation. And I'm going to tell you today how to outpace inflation. That's challenge number 1. And that's called the silent killer, inflation. Challenge number 2 is taxes. Taxes takes the first 1/3 of your income. I personally call taxes the thief in the night because as you lay down to sleep, 4 thieves came in your house and robbed you of your hard-earned income. How many of you heard of federal, state, FICA, and Social Security? I want you to go and pull your pay stub out, and I guarantee you that those 4 thieves robbed you of your income without you even get a chance to spend any of your hard-earned money. See, you know what the bad thing is? They robbed you and they didn't have to use a gun to do it. Taxes is a thief in the night, and they take a third of your income right off the top. And believe it or not, the biggest bill you pay is not your mortgage, it's not your car note, it's not your student loans, it's your tax bill. They take a third of your income. In some cases, it could be more than that, because there's an old saying that says, the more you make, the more they take. Taxes takes the first third of your income. Challenge number 3, debt. Debt takes the second 1/3 of your income. I call debt the prison guard. The reason I call debt the prison guard, debt keeps you chained to a job longer than you want to. I guarantee you, if you had a choice, you would rather roll over in bed instead of roll out of bed to go to work. But because you got debt, you got to go to a job and be chained there because you got to pay the bills. Now, debt is a result of taxes. Here's what I mean by that. If you make $50,000 a year on your job, you told the mortgage company you make $50,000, you told the car dealership you make $50,000, you told the student loan people you make $50,000, but the truth of the matter is you never made $50,000 because you lost a third of your income to taxes. So really you only bought home $35,000. But here's the dilemma. You got finance for that car for $50,000. You got finance for that home for $50,000. So now we end up in debt because we're buying things that we really can't afford. That's the third challenge, debt, the prison guard. The last challenge is big business. Big business takes the final third of your income. Big business is smart, ladies and gentlemen. Big business knows what colors to use in the commercials. They know what time to play the commercials. And most importantly, big business knows that every single month there's a holiday, and big business runs special sales every single holiday. Think about it. In January, we got New Year sales. February, we got Valentine's Day sales. March, we got St. Patrick's Day and spring break sales. April, we got Easter sales. May, we got Memorial Day and Mother Day sales. June, we got Father Day sales. July, we got to, bring out the grill. We got 4th of July sales. August, our children go back to school. Our children want to look fresh, so they need new shoes, new clothes, new backpacks, new pencils, new folders. So we got back to school sales. September, we got Labor Day sales. October, we got Halloween sales. November, they really get you hard because on Thanksgiving, they now call Thanksgiving Brown Thursday because they now open the stores up on Thanksgiving and we start eating our food super fast so that we can go to the stores and spend our hard-earned money. That's called Brown Thursday. Then Friday is Black Friday. Saturday is Small Business Saturday. And then Monday, they get you on Cyber Monday. And in December, they get you with Christmas sales. Every single month there's a sale and there's a holiday and big business capitalizes on it. And guess what we do? We go in there and spend our hard-earned money. See, think about it. God forbid we don't bring anything for our children for Christmas. Our house will be turned upside down. God forbid you don't buy your sweetheart anything for Valentine's Day, because a lot of times if you don't do that, you might end up single. So big business understands that and they know it. And big business gets you, the consumer, to spend your hard-earned money. Now, I named all the holidays of the month, but guess where else big business gets you at? You got birthdays, you got graduations, you got all these other things that can happen, and big business capitalizes on it, and we spend our hard-earned money. See, these are 4 challenges that are keeping people living paycheck to paycheck. See, so many people think, oh, if I can just make more money, I'll be okay. Well, the more money you make, the more money you spend if you don't have a strategy in place. And I'm going to provide you a strategy that can help you win when it comes to your finances. Now, let's talk about the 3 solutions that myEcon have to help you build wealth so that you no longer have to worry about living paycheck to paycheck. The first strategy is called income shifting. Write that down. Income shifting. Now, what I love about income shifting is this. Unlike any other home-based business, direct sales, network marketing, or no matter what you want to call it, In order for you to see any type of money come in your household, you got to move a product or service, or you got to enroll somebody in business. That's the only way you're going to see any type of money come in any home-based business. But guess what? myEcon is a game changer, because with our income shifting strategy, we're going to put money in your pocket without selling anything and without recruiting a single person. Let me say that again. With our income shifting strategy in myEcon, we're going to put money in your pocket without selling anything or recruiting a single person. Let me talk about the income shifting part of myEcon. Do you know that a lot of people are cash flow negative? Yep. Some people that might be listening right now may be cash flow negative. You say, Keith, what is cash flow negative? This is what the definition of cash flow negative. If you're paying this month's bills with this month's money, you're literally one pink slip away from a financial catastrophe. Let me put it to you this way. If you are paying this month's bills with this month's money, you are literally one government shutdown from a financial catastrophe. See, that's cash flow negative. But we want to teach you in myEcon how to become cash flow positive. So here's the first thing we're going to do. When you get enrolled through myEcon, the first thing we're going to do is show you how to properly and legally adjust your W-4 form that you filled out when you first started your job. And guess what? If you retired, I got a solution for you too. We're going to show you how to fill out your W-4P. So I got something for the working people and the retired people. That income shifting strategy is powerful because it goes across the board. So most people, in fact, the IRS says over 80% of Americans have that form filled out incorrectly. The reason it's filled out incorrectly, most people assume that the W-4 is asking for dependents. They think it's asking for the number of people that's living in their house. So what they do is they count the number of people in their house and they put that number in the form. Or better, or even worse, some people put 0 on the W-4 because their human resource person said, hey, you better put 0 so you don't owe at the end of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, that's incorrect. The W-4 is called an allowance worksheet, not a dependent worksheet. Write that down. The W-4 is called an allowance worksheet, not a dependent worksheet. So when you get involved with myEcon, we show you how to fill the form out front and back so that you can get a pay raise on your job without asking a boss. If you could use a pay raise on your job without asking a boss, go ahead and give me some thumbs ups, give me some hearts, because we're going to show you how to do that. That's the first thing we do, because in most cases, many of you been praying for a pay raise. Many of you been breaking your back, breaking your neck on your job so you can try to get a pay raise. And then unfortunately, at the end of the year, you didn't get the pay raise that you desired. So the first thing we're going to do is show you how to fill that form out. And again, we've seen people pick up an extra $100 to as high as $800 extra in their paycheck without owing at the end of the year. So most people do not like filling a W-4 out because, again, they think they're going to owe. And most people love getting what we call a tax refund. So they get excited, look forward to a tax refund. They say, you know what? Last year I got myself a $5,000 refund. My tax preparer is the best ever. But let me tell you what a refund is. When you break down the word refund, re means again, fund means money. So in other words, it's your money again. So if you got a $5,000 refund, all that simply means is from January to December, you allowed the government to keep your $5,000 interest free. They took your hard-earned money, invested it, made thousands of dollars of interest over your money, then refunded you a percentage of your $5,000, and then they had a nerve to tax you on it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to shift your income, you got to first shift your mindset. So you got to get rid of that old stinking thinking that, oh, I got to get myself a refund, because you can get your refund throughout the year instead of waiting till the end of the year. Let me say that again. You can get your refund throughout the year instead of waiting till the end of the year. And in myEcon, we're going to show you how to get that refund throughout the year so that you can start paying off debt faster, or you can start putting more money into your investments. Let me give you another scenario. Do you know that when you got a $5,000 refund, if you really looked at your paycheck, you probably lost 10 and 15,000. So you only got 5,000 of the 15,000 that you lost. But ladies and gentlemen, what if we can show you how to get most of your money back now so that you can really start building your investment portfolio? Ladies and gentlemen, our income shifting strategy is powerful because not only are we going to show you how to correct your W-4 to get you more money in your paycheck, we're going to provide you a software called the Cash Flow Strategist that's going to show you how to take that extra money, put it towards your debt so you can start eliminating your debt fast. Think about it. Earlier, I told you that $100,000 of debt was costing me $2,400 a month. Well, when I eliminated that debt, that freed up $2,400 that now goes back into my pocket residually because I don't have that debt no more. Same thing for you. Once you start eliminating your debt, it's going to create another stream of income so that you can have more income to be able to put into your investments. Then we're going to start looking at your expenses. Maybe we can start lowering your cell phone bill. Maybe you can start bringing your lunch to work instead of always buying your lunch every day at work. That's going to create a stream of income. So that's 3 streams of income. And I ain't said anything yet about selling a potion or lotion or anything that's swimming in the ocean. I ain't say anything about enrolling anybody in business. 3 streams of income created without doing any of that. Ladies and gentlemen, myEcon is a game changer. And this is why you need to get enrolled with myEcon. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next payday, but today. So that's the first solution. We have 3 solutions. That's solution number 1. Solution number 1 provides you 3 streams of income without selling or recruiting. See, what I love about that first strategy is we can show you how to strategize your way to wealth instead of selling your way to wealth. Write that down. We're going to show you how to strategize your way to wealth instead of selling your way to wealth. So that's the first strategy, income shifting. Let's talk about strategy number 2. Business income. Now, this is great because most people don't understand the importance of having a plan B in their house. Most people only have a plan A, which is their job. And that's the most risky thing you can do. And the reason I say that is if your job were to slow down, so will your income. If your job were to stop, so will your income. So you need to have another stream of income in your household. So if anything were to happen to your plan A, you still got income coming in to pay the bills. myEcon provides you another stream of income. We provide you a world-class business that's going to allow you to earn some great residual and leverage income. Let me say that again. myEcon is going to build you a world-class business that's going to provide you an opportunity to earn some great leverage and residual income. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in multiple industries at that. See, let me break something down to you. There are 4 wealth creation strategies. Write these down. The 4 wealth creation strategies. If you want to get wealthy, you got to have these 4 wealth creation strategies. The first one is you got to have a business. If you want to be successful, if you want to build wealth, you got to have a business. That's the first wealth creation strategy. Business ownership. Number 2, you got to have residual income. You got to be able to do something one time but get paid for it over and over and over again. Think about your cable bill. The cable man came to your house one time to hook up the cable, but guess how many months you pay that bill? Every single month. That's residual income. You got to have that. Number 3, you got to have leverage income. That's getting paid off the time, labor, and knowledge of other people other than yourself. You got to get in position that you're not the only one bringing a paycheck to your house. That's called leverage income. You're getting paid off of other people's time, labor, and knowledge. And number 4, the 4th wealth creation strategy is you got to have a red hot trend. If you want to get wealthy and want to get wealthy fast, you got to have a red hot trend. You got to have a product or service that the masses are buying so that you can be in position to earn masses of income. myEcon has several red hot trends. Let me name a few. Number 1, we are involved in the travel. We have travel where if someone needs a plane ticket, hotel, rent a car, cruise, or vacation, they can go to your website, book it through you, you get paid. That's a red hot trend. You don't believe me? Sit at the airport from 6 a.m. to midnight. I guarantee you will see several planes go up, several planes go down. If you just go in the airport, you will see tons of people in the airport. The airport is never empty. That's a red hot trend, and myEcon has part of that. Another red hot trend is health and wellness. That's a billion-dollar industry, soon to be trillion-dollar industry, because the baby boomers want to stay healthy. They want to live forever, so they want to make sure that they're taking great health and wellness products so that they can always live forever. Ladies and gentlemen, we are involved in the health and wellness, because what good is it to be wealthy but you're not healthy enough to spend it? We got some great health and wellness products, and you know what's so good? Our products have no shipping costs, no taxes, and no forced auto ship. See, we're a game changer, because in most companies, you got to pay a shipping cost, you got to pay taxes, or they force you to go on auto ship. We don't do that in myEcon. We are a game changer. Another red hot trend is online shopping. That's a $4.7 trillion industry globally. That is a trend that is growing, and is growing fast. See, most companies realize that it's better to ship the product straight from the warehouse to a person's house instead of shipping it to a store where they got to pay employees, overhead, electricity, gas bill. That costs them more money. So a lot of these companies are now shutting the stores down to eliminate the middle guy, so they can just go straight to the customer's house. Ladies and gentlemen, it ain't personal, it's business, and you want to be sure to be involved in that red hot trend. Another trend that we have is credit repair. You know, two people can walk into a car dealership, buy the same exact car. One person pays $200 a month, then another person pays $800 a month. You know the difference? Credit. myEcon is in the credit industry as well, where we're going to teach you how to restore your credit so that you can start getting lower interest rates when you buy a home or buy a car, so that you save more money in your house. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, myEcon is a game changer. And we got many other products outside of that. I just named just a few because I don't want to belabor the time. Multiple products helps you earn multiple streams of income. Now, let me talk to you about building an organization, building a franchise. Do you know that companies like Applebee's and Ruby Tuesday and McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, they make most of their money not from selling the food and the drinks. They make most of their money by allowing other people to open up a franchise. They let them run it, but they earn a percentage of the revenue that goes through each franchise. See, these CEOs of these companies are smart. They understand the concept of leverage income. See, you never see the CEO flipping burgers. You never see the CEO mopping the floor. They have other people doing it, but they're getting paid off the time, labor, and knowledge of other people other than themselves. myEcon puts you in a position to do that. See, but when you enroll two people in our business for only $69.95, you're going to be promoted to our first leadership position, which is called Executive Vice President. Once you become an Executive Vice President, everyone that enrolls for $69.95 moving forward, you're going to earn $65 the following week. Did you hear that? Someone pays $69.95 to enroll in business with you, and then next week, myEcon pays you a check of $65. Think about this for a second. How many people you know want to learn how to minimize their taxes in their paycheck? How many people you know want to eliminate debt? How many people you know want to improve and increase their credit score? How many people you know want to be prepared for retirement? Those are the people that you want to talk to. There are millions of people that want these four things that I just named. So every time you tell somebody about it and they pay $69.95 to get enrolled, next thing you know, next Friday, you get a check for $65. $69.95. And then next Friday, you get a check for $65. That is amazing. But guess what? I talked about leverage. Those same people want to go out and do the same thing that you're going to do. Well, on everyone, first two people, you're going to earn $55. So Bob comes in business with you, you're going to earn $65. Bob goes out and get two people so he can get promoted. You're going to earn $55 on person A and person B that he bought in. When his A and B brings in two people, you're going to earn $55 off of their first two, and their first two, and their first two, and their first two, till infinity. Ladies and gentlemen, you can make some serious income doing this part-time, full-time, or even in your spare time. But you got to get started. Ladies and gentlemen, this opportunity has literally changed my life in the lives of other myEcon associates all around the country. And then we're going to pay you something called residual income. People are going to pay their monthly fee of $34.95 to keep their website active, and you can earn up to $8 every time someone does that. So imagine you have a whole organization of about 1,000 people, and you're earning $8 a month just because they're paying their monthly fee to keep their website active. That's an extra $8,000 a month coming in your household every single month. Can you use an extra $8,000 a month in your house? What if you had 10,000 people? That's an extra $80,000 coming into your household. Can you use $80,000? The sky is the limit. There is no cap on your income. We're not going to put a cap on it. You can earn as much income as you desire as long as you start building your business. Now, that's the second strategy, business income. Now let's talk about the third and final strategy, investment income. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not in an investment company, and we don't sell investments. You don't have to go out and get licensed and take a class. I'm not knocking any of that, but I'm just telling you that's not what we are in myEcon. We teach and educate you on how investments work. See, do you know that a lot of people think they're investing because they got their money in a savings account in a bank? They proud about it too. You know, they said, man, my bank loved me. They gave me an extra $100 for opening up an account with them. Man, I'm going to always stick with this bank. But do you know that your bank is probably giving you about 1% or less return on your money? Do you know that? And do you know that there's something called the rule of 72 that states if you take 72 and divide it by the interest rate, it tells you how long it takes for your money to double. So think about this for a second. You had $1,000 in the bank, and let's say you had it in Bank of America or Wells Fargo, and let's say you got 1%. $1,000 sitting there at 1%. 72 into 1 is 72. That means it would take 72 years for that $1,000 to double to $2,000. You heard me correctly. I didn't say 72 days. I didn't say 72 hours. I said 72 years for that $1,000 in the bank to double to $2,000. And guess what? There are millions of people investing their money in the bank daily, and the bank is getting wealthy. See, the bank is smart. They take your money. Let's say you put $1,000 in there. They took your $1,000, gave you 1% return on it. Then they took your money outside the bank to places like maybe T. Rowe Price, Vanguard, Fidelity, these type of investment firms, and they're getting 10%, 15%, 20% rate of return on your money. And then you think your bank loved you because they gave you $100 for opening up an account, or they gave you an iPad for opening up an account. Ladies and gentlemen, the bank can buy you 1,000 iPads off the money they're making off you because of your lack of knowledge. See, the Bible makes it perfectly clear. Our people perish because of lack of knowledge. We are perishing every single day because of our lack of knowledge. We're listening to our broke friend Susie, our broke friend Mike, and because they are our best friend, they say, oh man, they know this, but they never build a business. They don't have $1 million in their investments, but we continue to listen to them. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to change our mindset if we want to change our income. And myEcon teaches you. We're going to teach you about investing. We're going to teach you how they work. We're going to teach you how to get 5%, 10%, 15% rate of return on your money. Because most people are not going to be ready for retirement. Let me tell you this. Most people have made over $1 million in their lifetime. Most people have made over $1 million in their lifetime. If you work from 25 to 65 and you made $100,000 a year, you multiply that times the years that you work, you've made over $1 million. But let me ask you this question. How many of you can write a check today for 10% of that $1 million? How many of you can even write a check for 1% of that $1 million? See, many of us will not be ready for retirement because we are continually thinking that a job is going to be the only way for us to be financially successful. Let me tell you, that's not true. See, there's nothing wrong with a job. I'm not here to knock a job. I'm just going to tell you right now, a job should be a break in the sentence, not the end of the sentence. A job should be a break in the sentence, not the end of the sentence. See, be thankful for your job, but just don't be satisfied. I like to use the word JOB. You know, I like to break that down. Let's see what the JOB stands for. When you first wake up in the morning, you JOB, you jump out of bed. You take your bath, brush your teeth, and then you JOB again. You jump on a beltway to head to work. You get all the way to work and you JOB and look at your check and you feeling out, man, I'm just over broke. And then you realize that the money that you're making on your job, you got a JOB, juggle over bills. Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta have a plan B in your house. You cannot rely solely on your job. Like I said, I'm not here to knock a job. Like I said, be thankful for your job. Just don't be satisfied. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to change our mindset if you want to change your income. So in closing, how do you get started? I know that you've been hearing this information. You're excited to get started. You said, Keith, how do I get started? I'm ready to sign up today. I don't want to wait. All you have to do is get back to the person who invited you to this live video and get signed up on their website. Let me say that again. Get back to the person who invited you to this live video and get signed up on their website. They're going to walk you through their website. They're going to take you to the Join Now tab. There's an application that comes up. It's going to take less than 5 minutes to complete, and you can get signed up with them, and then they're going to begin training you and teaching you how to be successful in the business. To get started, it's a one-time fee of $69.95, which is tax deductible. You can write that off, so the business is free. And then 30 days later, you're going to pay $34.95 a month. And that $34.95 a month that you're paying is for the hosting of your website, your merchant account. You get something called an income shifting membership, which includes free and discounted legal services, identity theft protection, do-it-yourself credit repair, tax preparation and advice, key logging defense to protect your keystrokes from hackers. You get a record keeping tool called the Cash Flow Manager that's going to help you track your expenses so that you don't bring a box full of receipts to a taxpayer at the end of the year. You can get something called the Cash Flow Strategist, which I call an electronic financial advisor that's going to build you a financial game plan to help you retire as soon as you want to retire, as well as eliminate your debt faster. That tool helped me eliminate $100,000 of debt in 1 year. You're going to get financial calculators, and you're going to also get world-class support and recognition. See, ladies and gentlemen, even though you're going to be in business for yourself, you're not going to be by yourself. You're going to have to support me and all these other myEcon leaders that's going to help you build a plan to help you attain financial freedom. So it's time to get started, ladies and gentlemen. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next paycheck, because guess what? When next paycheck comes, something else is going to come up. And then you're going to say next paycheck. Then something else going to come up. You're going to say next paycheck, next paycheck, next paycheck. And the whole year ain't gone by and you haven't got started. Get started today. If it takes borrowing $1 from 70 people to get started, do that. Get started today, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to really take your finances to another level. And we in myEcon is going to help you do that. $69.95 to get started, tax deductible. 30 days later, you pay $34.95 a month, tax deductible, so the business is free. And then once we correct your W-4 or W-4P if you're retired, that extra money is going to cover the cost too and the monthly fee. Your business is totally free. So what's stopping you, ladies and gentlemen? So in closing, as I always do, there are 3 reasons why a person will not jump on this great opportunity. The first reason is you said, Keith, man, you went over a whole lot of information. And ladies and gentlemen, you are correct. I did go over a whole lot of information. But please remember, when you first started your job went over a whole lot of information. And guess what you did? You stayed around long enough to collect a paycheck. On your first day of work, they went over orientation. You had to look at all these videos. You had to fill out all this paperwork. You had to listen to someone talk to you for hours. That was a whole lot of information. But that did not stop you from continuing to work that job. So let's eliminate that excuse today. Number 2, you said, Keith, I'm just too busy. I got a lot going on. I got church. I got work. I got my kids are in sport. I can understand that. I was busy too before myEcon. I was busy being broke and had nothing to show for it. So there's a difference between being busy and being productive. Is your busy producing you some income producing assets? If not, you're just busy. And it's amazing how many people say their plate is full, but when you see them, they're barely eating. So we got to eliminate that excuse tonight. And then number 3, you said, Keith, I don't have $69.95 to get started. I can understand that because let me be transparent. I didn't have the money when I first got introduced to this opportunity. I didn't have the money to get started. But I had to ask myself 2 questions. How long do I want to have that financial problem? And 2, what am I going to do different so that I don't have that same problem next year? See, I made up my mind that day that I was going to get started that day. And I did, and I'm thankful that I did because I've been able to eliminate over $100,000 of debt in 1 year. I've been able to create myself an emergency fund, which was my credit cards before. I've been able to cash flow close to $500,000 because of myEcon. I am now in a position where I can help others build financial freedom too. So get back again to the person who invited you to this live video. Get signed up with them today. And we look forward to seeing you all at one of our local meetings. We look forward to seeing you at the top. And we look forward to seeing you all at the investment firm. God bless you. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.